A student picks up a lemon. He writes in his notebook, "The lemon is sour." He has not tasted it. He has not cut it open. He just knows. This is one of the most common mistakes in science, and it happens every single day in science classrooms across the world. Today, we are going to fix that. Let us start with two definitions, short ones. Just remember them. An observation is a fact collected directly using one of your five senses: sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste. An inference is a conclusion or explanation you build from those observations. One is what you detect, the other is what you conclude. They are not the same thing, but they feel like the same thing. That is the problem. Collected by your senses and concluded from observations. Let's go back to that lemon. Here are five things a student might write about a lemon. 1. Lemon is yellow. That is an observation. You can see it right now, directly. 2. The surface has small raised pits. That is an observation. Your eye detects the texture. 3. When I press it gently, it releases a strong citrus smell. That is an observation. Two senses, touch and smell, working together. The lemon is sour. Is that an observation? Only if you have actually tasted it right now. If you have not, it's an inference based on your previous knowledge or experience. 5. The lemon contains vitamin C. That is an inference. No sense can detect a vitamin directly. You need a test, and you need to know chemistry. Same object, very different kinds of statements. Now here is where it gets important for science. Inferences are not wrong. They are essential. They are how scientists explain what they observe. The problem is when students write an inference in the observation column, because then the data is corrupted. The foundation is broken. Every conclusion built on that data becomes unreliable. The golden rule of scientific observation is this: describe, do not explain. Inferences are not wrong. They are essential. Then, the problem is writing them in the observation column. Let us see this rule in action again with three more objects. Object 1. An iron bolt. It is made of iron. How do you know? Did your eyes detect the atomic structure? No. That is an inference. Gray metallic surface. Produces a dull thud when tapped. Feels cool to touch. Attracted to a magnet. Every one of those is directly detectable by a sense. A piece of chalk. It is a calcium carbonate. That is chemistry. That is an inference from the lab test or a textbook, not an observation. White, cylindrical. Leaves a white powdery residue when dragged across the surface. Has a mild, dry smell. A sealed mystery box. Wrong, it contains marble. You cannot see inside. That is an inference. Produces a smooth rolling sound when tilted slowly. No smell detectable from outside. Box feels light for its size. Every one of those is directly sensed. From those observations, you may infer it contains a marble. But first, do observe. Let us look at this candle. Here is a common observation. The candle is made of wax and has not been lit yet. Wait, How do you know it is a wax? Did you run a chemical test? And not littered is a guess about the past. What do you actually see? The object is a white cylinder with a twisted fiber strand at the top. The surface shows a shallow concave depression. Look at the wear and tear here. You might say, this side is dull because it was hit by a bat. That is a story, not a fact. Stick to the data. One side is deep red and shiny. The other side is noticeably lighter and duller. A prominent seam rises 1 to 2 millimeters above the surface. Watch out for these red flag words that turn facts into inferences. Because, like explaining the cause, is used for explaining the function. Made of, assuming the material. Old and new, assuming the history. Always the observation first. So the next time you or your student pick up an object and start writing, ask one question first. Which of my five senses is telling me this? If you can point to a sense, it's an observation. Write it. If you cannot, it's an inference. Label it. Put it in a separate column. Use it, but be honest about what it is. Observe first, conclude after. That is the order. That is the discipline. And that is the science.